we're so proud to be in partnership with the Center for Common Ground. It's been a great partnership over the last 5+ years, and we have really grown and established an extraordinary partnership and coalition here in Georgia of over 24 different civic engagement groups have come together. And let me just say that everyone knows how extraordinary Center for Common Ground is, and Andrea in particular, but we need to go and also talk about the extraordinary staff that you have assembled. We love working with the staff. They're passionate about the work and getting the work done, and the great IT platform that you have. We are all reliant upon your backbone technology infrastructure. That makes a difference when we are out either organizing voters, mobilizing voters, and educating voters. So we have looked to the Center for Common Ground over the years to be a strong partner in helping deliver effectively and efficiently for voter turnout. Now, since 2020, we've changed a lot of the way that we do civic engagement, and we recognize that civic engagement is no longer about just getting together 30 to 90 days before an election and turning out voters. Civic engagement has become a year-round operation. And that's why the Center for Common Ground is so important, because they are doing the research, the analysis, connecting the organizations together throughout the year. And as Andrea just mentioned, we're already looking toward 2026 here in Georgia. We have not only all of the congressional races, as well as the Senator Ossoff's race, which is speculated to be the most expensive Senate race in the country next year. So there is a lot at stake next year here in Georgia, and the powers that be on the other side are already engaged on a local level. So we've got to do the same thing. But it goes beyond that. Senator Blumenthal said something that was very important, which is that it's not only the federal races that are important, but it's the local races. We have municipal elections across the state this year, and we're involved in those right now. And those are going to be important in 2025, because those races will help us build backbone infrastructure and engagement that leads into 2026. So it's important for us to support the Center for Common Ground now, begin to build those resources and be involved. We've seen this in past elections, where we turned a number of municipal seats, county government, city government seats across the state, that put more people, progressives in power, people that support the ideals that we all stand for in power, that help to make a difference. We know that on the other side, they are spending a lot of time with school boards, with local election boards and other things that are entrenching them in these communities. And we've got to be prepared to engage the fight in those local arenas as well. So while we look to 2026, we are already working year-round, starting now, for the races in 2025. We are fighting not only for engagement, but we know that voter suppression, as the Justice mentioned early, voter suppression is going on all across the South. And I would say if we're not ground zero, as Justice said, North Carolina is, we're a close second, because Georgia, the state legislature here, each and every year does something to tweak and enhance voter suppression. And we, of course, have a Secretary of State's office that is in league with that strategy. We're looking at a 500,000 voters just this year to be scrubbed from the rolls, almost 500,000 voters. So this is a constant problem and uphill battle that we continue to fight. So it's important for us to not only look at the elections per se, but what we need to do to be involved in civic engagement year round, and not only what is done with the Center for Common Ground, but through the democracy centers and other engagement. It allows us to directly work on a local level to make a difference in people's lives right now, which will then allow us to increase that turnout. You know, we fell off in turnout in 2024 from 2020, and that made a huge difference. We've got to get that turnout back up in the Black community to the level that it was in 2020. And it's going to take year-round engagement to do that. And the support that you give to the Center for Common Ground allows us to work together in a more effective and efficient way. So we thank you for your time. I appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight, and just say, encourage everybody, whatever resources you can supply, you know that they're going to an organization that is not just dedicated, but has the integrity to make the commitments stick where they need to across the different states that we work together in. Thank you.